Oh my god, they did it. The San Francisco Giants, after the most maddening second half in recent memory, found themselves back in the postseason in an even year. Hashtag believe it. But can they get past Noah Syndergaard and the New York Mets? What up, sports fans? I'm Paulo Camacho, and you're watching the Macho Sports Report. If you're a fan of the San Francisco Giants, calling the 2016 regular season a roller coaster ride doesn't begin to describe the emotions you probably felt as it went on. After all, the Giants started as good as you would hope they would. The league best 57-33 record heading into the All-Star break. All of their starters, including recent acquisitions Johnny Cueto and Jeff Samardzija, were performing at high levels. They had lapped rival Los Angeles for the outright NL West lead, and made everyone forget the Chicago Cubs' blazing start to their season. It really made people believe in the Giants' even year magic thing. Then came the second half, and boy did the wheels fall off. It started with a 6-game losing streak coming out of the All-Star break. That turned into a 4-11 record to end July. The rut continued for the entire month of August, where they went 11-16 and failed to win more than 2 games in a row. No amount of tweaks to the lineup, changes in the bullpen, or acquisitions before the trade deadline, sorry Matt Moore, Will Smith, and Eduardo Nunez, could really right the ship in the second half. On top of that, it was as if the bullpen couldn't save a game to save their lives. They blew a total of 28 saves in 2016. So many, it almost became an expectation. Designated closer Santiago Casilla tied the MLB lead with 9 blown saves, which led many to question why manager Bruce Bochy didn't make a switch. You add that to the fact that the Giants were 0-62 when they trailed going into the 9th inning, and the Jekyll and Hyde nature of this team was simultaneously impressive and depressing. By the time September rolled around, the Giants kept trading wins and losses with such consistency. Some fans started wondering whether it was even worth it to make the postseason. But despite all the letdowns, disappointments, and maddening frustration from the orange and black, they always stayed in the wildcard picture. And if they wanted to keep their postseason hopes alive in the final week of the season, they needed to do something they hadn't done since July 10th, win 4 games in a row. And that meant sweeping the hated Dodgers at AT&T Park in the season's final series. Sure, it probably helped that the Dodgers clinched the NL West weeks before, but leave it to Bochy to make some bold yet effective moves, like for example, moving Brandon Belt up in the lineup and starting Ty Blach against the great Clayton Kershaw with their season on the line. Luckily for the Giants, it all worked out, beating LA 9-3, 3-0, and 7-1 in their 3-game sweep. And just like they did 2 years ago, they sneaked into the postseason as the second wild card. Now they face Noah Syndergaard in a loser-goes-home playoff game. The good news? The Giants are 2-1 against him. The bad news? Those 2 wins came before their tailspin in the second half, and that lone loss? An 8-inning 2-hit gem by Thor. At least the Giants have Madison Bumgarner to counter. The only question is whether their bats are still hot, having scored 7 runs or more 5 times since September 24th. Nothing's promised, obviously, but against the odds, they're in the postseason. Anything's possible. You just gotta hashtag believe it. Alright, Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What did you think about this 2016 Giants team? And what chances do you think they have against the Mets on Wednesday? Leave your responses in the comment section below. I'm Paulo Camacho, and you've been watching the Macho Sports Report. Peace out, sports fans!